From your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
All right, welcome back to Big Country Politics, and we are joined by Congressman Jody Arrington. I think you have been one of the most return visitors to our show. I think you're the most, you've been on here the most, I think.
Well, it's selfish because I love being in the Key City. I like hanging out with you, believe it or not.
Oh, thank you.
I'm very envious of your beard. You can tell I'm trying to get there, and it's a pretty weak attempt. And you know, listen, I've got to get the message to the folks I represent about what we're working on and you know what positions we're taking because my job is to be a voice for West Texas, and so thanks for letting me have the platform to communicate with your viewers.
Well, I was going to say, you spend a lot of time here in the Key City, in Abilene.
We do.
In the area.
We do. Listen, West Texas has throughout the region similar values. I'd say the same. You know, God-fearing, patriotic, hard-working people. We're an ag economy. We're an ag and energy economy, and but Dyess Air Force Base is different, and it's a tremendous asset and a bragging point, a point of pride for us, and that's what Abilene has is so unique, and we want to keep Dyess. We want to keep it not just viable but growing. The next phase of that is to get that B-21 and not just host or base the B-21, but to be the training base for the B-21 like we were for the B-1. This community has already set the table so well, it's made it really easy for a young congressman.
Well, we're hearing good news so far when it comes to that front. What is the latest there?
Well, we've made the final round, and I think it's all but guaranteed that we're going to get the B-21. I think I could say that with confidence. I wouldn't if I didn't have confidence that that would happen ultimately. I've talked to the Secretary of Air Force several times, and they wouldn't have made the recent announcement that we're in the final stages if it wasn't, you know, serious in terms of the outlook and probability of us getting the permanent basing. But they're going through environmental impact studies and other things that are part of the process. But to me, they're more checking the box. It's, I think, going to be maybe a year, maybe sooner when we have the final word that it has happened, and then we can celebrate. I'm not going to celebrate till that happens, but I can tell you with great confidence that the B-21 is going to come here. It's called the Raider, by the way.
The Raider.
And as I've told people, that's when I knew we were going to win, because God was on our side, because this is Raider land, and we knew we wouldn't be denied when they named it the Raider.
Well, I think you were just as confident last time you were on the show about saying that what you're saying now, that we're going to be the base.
Yes, for 80 years. I mean, essentially the remainder of the 21st century, Dyess is going to continue to be the launching pad for freedom fighters, providing that deterrence and attack if necessary as the tip of the spear for national security. Except we'll be flying a new high-tech, state-of-the-art bomber. And but look, God bless the bombers and those that support them. The C-130Js don't get enough love. I know I don't probably mention them enough, but they're all providing support for our common defense, and not just for us, but for our allies around the world. 24 hours anywhere in the world, we can project American power. We have a president that's willing to do it, and we've made investments to rebuild the military, including our Air Force, and including monies that will be invested at Dyess so that we're able to do it. You got to have both. And I'm proud to represent Dyess Air Force Base and the good people of Abilene.
Speaking of Abilene, last week there was a pretty big guest in Abilene. The Speaker was here.
Well, he is the leader of the House and of the GOP. He is the captain of the team and the quarterback for the conservative agenda. And I think when people reflect on my first term under the leadership of Paul Ryan and of this president and they see the pro-growth policies like tax and regulatory reform, where people are keeping more of their money, where jobs are being created to the tune of about 7 million surplus jobs in this country, lowest unemployment, highest levels of confidence in the market, jobs, consumers. The economy, it's taken a decade to get it off high center. So pro-growth policies of the conservative agenda are working, and we're getting more people back to work, and we're giving people an opportunity at a better paying job and a better quality of life. I think that's what they expect of their government. Get the government out of the way, do the job they're supposed to do, rebuild that military so we can keep us safe and free. That is the job of our military, and they haven't had the tools to do it. And so I think that having the speaker here as the leader of that conservative agenda, and having people from Abilene and the big country engaged in the process and supporting that, and also branding West Texas and the big country to our speaker. I mean, I do that in Washington, but to have him out here, on the ground and seeing it and interacting with the people, the friendliest people in the world, and to hear the stories about Dias right here in our backyard, that's awesome. That's a great opportunity. So I'm grateful to the folks who were out there hosting him. I didn't make it, but it's always, I think, an honor to host the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives in your district.
Right here in Abilene. That's very exciting. We want to talk to you about the Farm Bill, and we also want to talk to you about the latest on the immigration front.
Sure.
When we come back on Big Country Politics.